In the midst of the ongoing Israel-Gaza conflict, former Israeli Defense Minister Yoav Gallant has made a striking claim that the Israeli army has completed all its key objectives in Gaza. Gallant, who was ousted by Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu earlier this week, told families of Israeli hostages that the Israeli Defense Forces, that is IDF, no longer have a purpose in Gaza. His words suggest that the military's presence in the region might no longer be justifiable, and that continuing the operation could be motivated by political and diplomatic reasons rather than military necessity. Gallant's remarks come at a critical moment, with the conflict having claimed the lives of tens of thousands of Palestinians and led to international calls for a ceasefire. According to reports from Channel 12 News, Gallant boldly stated, "There's nothing left in Gaza to do. The major achievements have been achieved." He also expressed concerns that Israel's extended presence in Gaza was becoming a matter of political will rather than military strategy. "I fear we are staying there just because there is a desire to be there," Gallant said, adding that the idea of remaining in Gaza to ensure stability was a misguided risk to Israeli soldiers. The former defense minister also made a significant claim regarding the ongoing discussions about hostages, stating that Netanyahu had rejected a potential peace deal. According to Gallant, the prime minister turned down a hostages for peace arrangement that was supported by Israel's security officials. This deal, which had been under consideration for months, involved a temporary ceasefire and the exchange of Israeli hostages held by Hamas for Palestinian detainees in Israeli prisons. Despite the backing of key security advisors and the involvement of the U.S. in brokering the deal, Netanyahu reportedly dismissed it. Gallant emphasized that the issue of the hostages was more of a political decision, not one grounded in military or diplomatic reasoning. His comments are sure to stir political tensions in Israel, especially as Netanyahu's government continues to face pressure from the international community and within its own ranks. Gallant's departure from Netanyahu's coalition government removes a key moderate voice from the cabinet, leaving a stronger influence from hardline factions. His remarks have only added to the growing skepticism surrounding Netanyahu's approach to the conflict, with some critics accusing him of prolonging the violence for political gain, including the possibility of postponing elections. The situation remains dire in Gaza, with casualties mounting daily. More than 43,000 Palestinians have died in the conflict, and the humanitarian crisis continues to deepen. Meanwhile, the conflict has spilled over into neighboring Lebanon, where Hezbollah's involvement has intensified the strain on Israel's borders. Gallant's statements on Gaza and the hostages present a significant shift in the narrative of the war. As Israel continues to grapple with its military goals, questions surrounding the longer-term consequences of this conflict and the potential for peace negotiations are becoming increasingly urgent. Stay subscribed for more videos.